let's go ahead now and look at a more complex game. And now I'm going to give Kmart and Target three strategies they can choose between. They can either go for the low end of the market, the middle end of the market, or the high end of the market. And the way I've basically set this up in this game is each firm does best if it can get in the middle of the market and the other firm doesn't take the middle of the market. But if they both play in the middle of the market, they both do really badly. So the way to generally think about game theory is often to go, if Target plays a strategy, what is Kmart's best response? So sometimes that will lead us to the dominant strategy because we may find that, well, no matter what Target does, Kmart wants to play low, as in the previous game. But sometimes it won't lead us to a dominant strategy. Let's go ahead and try and apply that to this game right here. So, if Target plays low, then Kmart knows that it's in this column here, and it should play middle. If Target plays high, then Kmart knows it's in this column here, and it wants to get 11 rather than 8 or -1, so it should also play middle. But what if Target plays middle? If Target plays middle, then Kmart has a choice between 2 or 0 or 1. So it should play low here. Notice that H is the opposite of a dominant strategy. Kmart actually should never play H. It could always do better playing something else. Whatever Target does, there's some other strategy that's going to be better than H. So we can actually eliminate H as a choice for Kmart. What about for Target? Well, if Kmart plays middle, then Target has a choice between 1 or 0 or 2. And 2 is better than 1 or 0. So if Kmart plays middle, then Target should play high, so it can get 2. What if Kmart plays low? If Kmart plays low, then Target has a choice between -1, 11, or 8, and it should choose middle. Likewise, if Kmart plays H, which it's never going to do, but let's go ahead and just look at it. If Kmart plays H, then Target has a choice between 5 and 11 and 1, so it should play middle. So notice that Target will never choose to play low. That's always a bad choice for it, because if Kmart plays L or H, Target should play middle. If Kmart plays middle, then Target should play high. So that goes away as well. And notice we can now simplify this game down. We know that each player has a strategy that they're never going to play. So there are some parts of this game that are just never going to happen. We can actually just erase this whole row here, because Kmart should never choose to be down there. Also, we can erase this whole column here, because Target will never choose to play low. So this game actually simplifies down to that game. Now, what can we say about this game? Is there any dominant strategy in this game? And let's look at it. So if Target plays middle, what should Kmart do? Well, if Target plays middle, then we're in this column, and Kmart should play low because 2 is better than 0. If Target plays high, then Kmart should play middle because 11 is better than 8. So Kmart does not have a dominant strategy in this game. What about Target? Well, if Kmart plays L, Target has a choice between 11 and 8, so Target should play middle. If Kmart plays middle, Target has a choice between 0 and 2, and so Target should play high. So neither firm has a dominant strategy in this game. It might be that they would prefer in some sense to end up there, but they're going to go ahead and find it hard to sustain that as a cooperative outcome, because Target's going to want to move to this square and Kmart's going to want to move to this square. So that's going to be hard to sustain for them. On the other hand, we won't end up down here. That's not sustainable either. So we would go ahead and move up here or over there. Okay. So neither player has a dominant strategy, but notice, depending on where we start, these are not viable outcomes here. These two boxes here. Either of these two boxes are viable outcomes, and they're very different for the two firms. So this is our prediction that we will end up in one of these two, not down here or over there, but we don't really know which of these two boxes, this one up in upper left box or lower right box. So that actually, we've now gotten to the concept of what we call the Nash equilibrium of a game, which I'll explain in more detail in the next video segment.